But at the same time,
I don't understand what you're saying.
I've seen you like yesterday. And I was.
Can I bite your bed?
No.
Please.
No, my bed is not biting.
One time.
But
can you bring me closer? Please.
You're not even paying attention. It's like I'm talking.
I'm listening to you.
I do not want to tell you because half.
You're pushing me.
I'm not pushing you. That's half of when you stand in that position. You know, take big brothers. Yeah, but the other half is that's where you fit to big brothers, as big brothers.
What was he saying? Why talking so much?
How do you feel?
I don't have any explanations for the people outside.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last night's pool party was a blast. As a matter of fact, I personally felt like this was the first time I was really seeing the housemates enjoying the party. Not because they want to impress Ibuka, not because they want to create content or entertain us, the viewers, no, but because they had really missed outside. They had missed outside. Let's not forget that for the entire week, I mean this entire week, they have not seen the garden. Same thing that happened last week. The only time they saw the garden was on Thursday night during the pool party and during the Saturday night party when they had just passed through the garden to the club. Yes, so it was the same thing yesterday. Guys, these housemates, see, they were partying like party animals, and I loved it because it was so genuine. You could feel the energy. Almost everybody was inside the pool. See, it felt like these housemates were thirsty fishes that have been deprived of water for the longest time. Almost all of them were inside the pool, with the exception of Kelly Ray, who was handling the grill, TJ, who of course we know that might not really want to be inside the pool with everybody else. And then there was also Cassia, you know. So aside those people, everybody else was inside the pool. They were having a blast. And I just didn't want it to end because they were having so much fun. So much fun. You could tell that they were living in that moment. They were all present. They were all present. So it was such a beautiful party. And as I said, I really enjoyed it. However, it came at a price though. It came at a price because prior to the party, this morning, almost the early hours of this morning, just when the housemates thought that Big Brother was restoring their privileges that were revoked, you know, for the past 2 weeks, Big Brother gave them another surprise. As a matter of fact, slammed them with another shocker. Yes. Now, I don't know if you all recall the Shine Your Eye season when Mimi and Saga had gotten the punishment from Big Brother to tidy up the garden, where there had been so much rubbish that was thrown around the garden was a mess. And so for whispering and what was that thing again? Yeah, whispering. Yeah, their punishment for whispering as well as receiving a strike was for them to clean up the garden, just the two of them. And it was hectic. I mean, guys, if you all recall, that garden was so messy. It was so messy. Mimi was so angry. Like, she was so angry. She was almost even cursing out at Big Brother. Saga had to stop her from doing that. But, you know, if you can remember how the garden looked like that season, that was exactly the shocker that Big Brother had actually slammed these housemates with. And even the way the punishment had been issued, ladies and gentlemen, it was so epic, very petty and dramatic of Big Brother. And I loved it, yes. So the housemates had received a brief, yeah, in which Biggie was commending them on their efforts and their perseverance all through the hurdles of the week, yes. And then he had announced that the garden doors may now be open, yes, for the housemates to, you know, use, that their privileges were now restored. And that was how they all, you see the way they jumped up. They were so excited. They opened the garden doors, and the moment they opened it, they met the shocker of their life. The garden was a mess. It felt like there was a tornado that had happened in their backyard whilst they were all asleep. Nobody saw it coming. Everyone was a mess, and they were required to clean it up. Now, they did clean it up, yes, but not without some mumbling and grumblings and frowning of faces and people getting upset, courtesy of the likes of Wani, who, as usual, would always challenge Big Brother's punishments with the frowning of her face, yes. But they all cleaned at the end of the day, and I think their privileges have really been restored, because even during the pool party, I noticed that the grill was back in action. Biggie had actually given them not just chicken, but also beef. Yeah, so everybody was quite excited. Alcohol was flowing. Everybody was having a blast. But in the midst of it all, there were certain things that were happening. And I'm going to tell you all about it, all right? In fact, things were happening during the party and after the party. And on this video, I'm going to be telling it all. I will spill all of that juicy tea. So please make sure you watch to the end of this video. Do not skip out on any part, because there's a lot you don't want to miss out on, all right? And yeah, officially, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Just a few reminders, ladies and gentlemen. First off, do not forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below, as this video is not complete without it. Second, remember to like this video, guys. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, all right? And also subscribe if you are yet to do so. And then last reminder, tomorrow is Saturday. By 3 p.m. WAT, we're going to be converging here for our Saturday YouTube live conversation. So please make it a date with us. Do not miss out. There's a lot you do not want to miss out on, all right? There's a lot to unpack. And without further ado, let's just quickly dive right into the rest of this analysis. Now, as I mentioned before, things were happening during the pool party, but majorly inside that pool. You see, inside that water, Big Brother needs to purify that water. I know why. Because tell me, what was all of that underwater business that was going on in the pool? Guys, there was a lot of things going on. Now, people were obviously coupling up, right? Topher and Anita, Suj and Nelly, Wani and Sean. Now, Wani and her sister Handy, they were the first to actually get into the pool. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, can we just give some accolades to those two sisters? I mean, their vibe last night, it was infectious. It was amazing. I loved the way they were having so much fun, you know, together. And I think for the first time, off the water, right, out of the pool, Wani really had fun with her sister. It wasn't the same thing that she did last week, that she was all up in Sean's face, you know, twerking and doing all manner of disgusting things on Sean. But last night, she was really with her sister, and they were giving us that duo vibe that they were giving us in the first few weeks, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. You know, so both of them had gone into the pool together. Their energy was top notch. They were having so much fun. At some point, I was wondering, like, okay, where is Sean? Where's the third Chihuahua? Why isn't he joining them yet? But then eventually he did, yes. But the moment he joined them in the pool, well, you know the rest of the story. It became a Wani and Sean thingy. Now, the reason I'm saying that we don't know what happened under that water is because the ways we were carrying each other inside that pool. Hey, Biggie needs to purify the water. That's all I can say. But moving away from them, there was also Onyeka, who was tied up in one, what they call that thing? I don't know what they call it. Is it life bubble or whatever? With Ozee. Now, she had been in that thing for a bit, and to be honest with you, at some point I was scared that that thing was going to explode, because I was wondering, how did both of them fit in? And then when she was done with Ozee, she then switched roles, and then she was tied up in that thing with Ozee. And, hey God, guys, should I say the things I want to say? Like, should I really say the things I want to say? Because I don't want the Onyeka's fans to come and start crying in my comment section. But do you guys really want me to say what I want to say? I'm going to say it regardless. So, here is the deal. I'm not really sure if it's for the sake of content or if it's because she really likes these guys. But Onyeka was doing a lot in fact, at the party. She was doing a lot. Now, at the start of the party, when they were still on land, Ozee, and Sean, they were having a guys conversation. And with the way the camera was moving between them and some of the ladies, you could tell that they were doing some sort of analysis of the girls. Nelly was twerking fire. Fire. Nelly was twerking. You know the way Mercy Eke twerks during the pool parties, where her butt cheeks are literally wide open. Boom. The only thing left is if the camera just shows us what is in between. Bam. And then we see everything exposed to the world. That was how Nelly was twerking, guys. Hey, it was dangerous. Very dangerous. She was twerking fire. The twin sisters as well were twerking. Onyeka too was twerking. She actually promised the twin sisters that she was going to twerk. So she was twerking and she was twerking. She literally put her face on camera, was twerking. So you could tell that the guys were doing a lot of analysis. Now, whilst we were doing their analysis, Ozee did not make moves to Onyeka, right? He wasn't jumping to Onyeka to go and dance with her. Like, dude was just having his own fun. But then the moment they were inside the pool, oh my goodness, Onyeka was operating. She was operating from this brother to that brother, from this brother to that brother, from one brother Ben to another brother Ben. I'm like, girl, what's going on? Calm down, calm down. And guys, I don't know if she was marking at her. See, I'm trying not to assume things. I'm just saying what was playing out in front of my eyes, right? I just could not conclude if she was marking a territory against Victoria, you know, coming to Ozee or Ozee going to Victoria. I don't know. But Victoria did not even seem to be bothered, right? Because it took her a while before she joined the others inside the pool. But before she joined, Onyeka was here to there, transfer here, transfer there. And then when she and Ozee had been locked inside that bubble, Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't know. But they spent quite some time together. And then by the time they were able to come out of it, Ozee had carried Onyeka. And guys, I don't know, but this one, we're kind of feeling each other. We're feeling each other. You know, they call each other besties, but we know that they're lying. We know that there's actually more to it, you know. But let me not say too much about that. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you see? I'm just talking about what I saw. What did you see? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, just when I thought that Ozee was going to be locked in with Onyeka for the rest of the party, that wasn't the case. Because the moment Victoria joined everyone in the pool, the story started changing. It did. Because yes, Ozee was spending time with Onyeka. You could tell that Onyeka was all over Ozee, like, my territory, my guy, my this, my that. And then Victoria was dancing at some point, and then she hopped on one of the floaters. Now, it was a twin floater for two people. I can't remember who had hopped on it first, but then afterwards, Ozee had hopped on it as well. And he was there for a bit, and then gradually some of the housemates started moving out of the water, and then they moved on to one of the cabanas to go dance in front of the mirrors, you know. But then Ozee had spent a bit of time inside the water, and then he had come out. At some point, I felt like Victoria almost drowned herself because she was trying to come off the floater, and then she had tripped and fallen directly into the water, but she was fine, you know. But then she had come out of the water, everybody had come out of the water, and then they were dancing in front of the mirror, and hey, the way these people were twerking, it was dangerous. Very dangerous. They were twerking fire. They were twerking so much. It was crazy. But guys, the party was fun. As I said before, it was fun. They were genuinely having so much fun. And that made it richer. That made it all the more exciting. Yes. And of course, there was a lot of meats to go around, a lot of alcohol to go around. So everybody was happy, everybody was satisfied, you know, nobody was sad. The fun had continued for the rest of the night. Now, fast forward to the after party. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I should call it drunkenness or tipsiness or just basically being intoxicated by alcohol, but Onyeka was going through one of any of those. Yes, I can't say if she was really, really drunk or if she was just basically tipsy, but she was under the influence, right? And so she was pretty much misbehaving. She was really misbehaving. Now, Big Brother had, you know, instructed the housemates to go back into the house. The party was over, and Kelly was still grilling chicken. Onyeka was lingering, and Kelly kept not telling people to go inside. Suj, the head of house, kept on telling people to go inside. Don't worry, we're bringing the meat, but they were still lingering. And some of them started panicking that, come, why does people always do this? Get inside the house so that Big Brother does not give us another punishment, right? So they were trying to chase people into the house. Onyeka literally went back to go and take another bottle of alcoholic drink, and Ozee was trying to get her into the house, and it seems like she was resisting. So that sort of upset him, and he was talking to her. Why is it that you always put yourself in situations where you get punished, and then I'm feeling sorry for you? Why do you always do this? You know? And quite frankly, I felt like Ozee was talking too much. We know that Ozee is a talkative, but he was overly talking at that point in time. Because yes, he has said what he wanted to say. But whilst he was speaking, Onyeka was all over him. You know, she was looking at him with googly eyes. She was touching him. She was hugging him. She was telling him, just stay with me. Oh, just stay with me. And then she was begging him to allow her bite his beard, that she wants to bite his beard. And while she was doing all of those googly things and sexy things, Ozee was still talking. You know, you're not supposed to put yourself in a compromising situation. You know how Ozee talks. And at some point, I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up and just kiss her. She just wants you to kiss her. So just shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. And you know, it did not look like this guy was going to stop talking anytime soon, because he just went on and on, yapping. And Onyeka was still looking at him, hugging him, holding him. And then before we knew it, she leaned forward and, you know, bit his beard. Ladies and gentlemen, you could tell that that was a turn on for him, because there was a way he looked at her. Like, guys, the way I read it, it was like, if not for the cameras, I would have dealt with you properly. I would have spanked that ass. But it was such a cute moment, right? It was such a cute moment. I did not want to read too much meaning to it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I could, and I was already, but yeah, let's just leave it at that. But I would love to know what you think about that, though. Yeah, because a lot of people were saying that, Onyeka had been working hard at the devil all week to reenact what Victoria did with Ozee on Saturday after the party. And it was kind of looking like that, to be very frank with all of you. But hey, it is what it is. Onyeka will always be Onyeka. And of course, Ozee would always be Ozee. You know, the guy that leads these girls on, enable these things to happen, and then act all innocent and act like he's just a spectator, just an audience in the grand scheme of things. He had helped her clean up and had taken her to bed, yes. Now, he had helped her clean up and had taken her to bed, yes. But then he had also gone to the kitchen to help microwave some food for her to eat, because she was actually really intoxicated. Now, it was when he was in the kitchen with his brother Ozee that a conversation ensued. You know, they were just talking about all the shipping business going on in the house and the many explanations that happens from time to time. Because even earlier, Nelly was complaining that Suj had been talking to Victoria and he had been upset about it. I'm like, why are you complaining? Because it was just an innocent conversation, you know. Victoria was just basically asking Suj, oh, why are we not talking to each other, what's happening? And Suj was like, oh, this and that. So they were just trying to iron out their issues, and they had sort of reached an agreement. Victoria told Suj, oh, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. And you see, whatever is happening between those two people, that is conversation for another day. Because once upon a time, they had a very good relationship. But, okay, maybe not a very good relationship. They sort of had a rapport, but it was Suj that was trying really hard to be friends with Victoria, and it was the time that Victoria was struggling, you know, with the house. So she wasn't really opening up to him, and so both of them had kind of gone their separate ways. But back to the conversation between Ozee and Ozee in the kitchen, that was what they were referring to. The constant explanations, the constant disagreement between couples in the house, that it's really exhausting. And that was where Ozee had used his thing with Onyeka as an example, that, oh, imagine, for instance, now, Onyeka that he has helped while she was drunk, imagine her coming to come and ask him questions as she normally does. Oh, why did you do this thing? What happened? This and that, you know, that it's hectic. So the way he had said it, he was trying to say like, oh, she wouldn't even know that I was even helping her because I just wanted to help her. He was trying to make it look like he did it without strings attached. And that was where Ozee entered him. Ozee was laughing, like Ozee laughed at him to scorn. Because yes, they were speaking in coded language, but guys, it was equally, you know, understandable, because Ozee was laughing at him that, look at you, you're coming here to come and talk about it, just wanted to help for helping's sake. That if there's anybody he knows well in this house, it is his brother Ozee. So he was trying to say that, like, okay, he was actually saying in coded language that if not for Ozee's situation outside the house, that he knows that his brother likes Onyeka. And he went on and on, you know, to tease Ozee, and Ozee was kind of mute. Ozee, that is a talkative, could not really say much anymore. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that kind of puts some rest to the question I've been asking for the past how many weeks now? I think 3 weeks now. And that question is, does Ozee really have a madam outside the house? His brother had just given us the answer that yes, indeed, there's a madam outside the house. But then again, that confirmation sort of raised another question in my head that if really Ozee has a madam outside and he's doing all of these shenanigans with Onyeka in the house, see, there's nothing anybody will tell me. I do not think that his relationship with his madam is a serious relationship. Yeah, I mean, guys, I don't think so. Because a man that has such a serious relationship that Ozee has actually confirmed will lead to marriage will not be doing what Ozee was doing in the house. Except they have an agreement that, oh, babes, I'm going into this house and I'm going to do whatever, to create content, you know, to stay afloat. I'm going to do whatever. So except they have an agreement. But if they don't, nah, that is the height of disrespect. The height of disrespect. And it makes me wonder if their relationship is going to stand after the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop talking here right now because that was that, yes, for the night, for the pool party and after the pool party. I would love to hear your thoughts about all I have shared on this video in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share and I will see you guys on another video. Thanks for watching and have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.